Giant bluefin tackle versus blue marlin tackle. Today we're diving deep into the abyss to uncover the nuances between these titans of the sea, the blue marlin and its dark cousin, the black marlin. But hold your reels, folks. Before we embark on this aquatic adventure, let's set the stage. Picture this: a vast expanse of ocean, teeming with life, where every ripple tells a story. Now throw in some variables like sea conditions, location, and even the lurking presence of predators. Yep, that's the wild world of marlin fishing for you. Now, when it comes to tackling these leviathans, size matters. And I'm not just talking about the size of your fishing rod. We're talking about hook type, tackle size, and whether you're in it to reel them in or set them free. Because, let's face it, these underwater behemoths don't play by the rules. Let's kick things off with a speed round, shall we? If there's one thing that sets the blue marlin apart from its darker counterpart, it's gotta be speed. I'm talking Usain Bolt levels of velocity here, folks. When a big blue decides to make a run for it, hold on to your hats, or should I say, hold on to your reels. Because that initial burst of speed can turn the tide of the battle faster than you can say fish on. Now, imagine this. You've hooked a blue marlin, and it's off to the races. Your line is zipping off the reel faster than you can say reel it in. And suddenly, you find yourself in a game of tug-of-war with a creature that's built for speed. It's like starting a marathon from your own 1-yard line. Talk about a challenge. But fear not, fellow anglers, for there are ways to navigate this aquatic obstacle course. Whether it's adjusting your drag or perfecting your technique, mastering the art of managing a blue marlin's speed can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the other contender in this underwater showdown, the black marlin. While the blue marlin might have speed on its side, the black marlin is no slouch when it comes to putting up a fight. Picture this: you've hooked a black marlin, and it's digging in its heels like a stubborn mule. Unlike its blue cousin, the black marlin prefers to play the long game, using its sheer strength to wear you down over time. It's a battle of attrition, where every inch of line gained feels like a hard-fought victory. But don't let its slower pace fool you, folks. The black marlin is a force to be reckoned with, and if you're not careful, it'll drag you into the depths faster than you can say fishtails. Imagine this: you're out on the open sea, pulling lures on a 130-pound tackle, when suddenly the left long gets slammed by a behemoth weighing in at over 800 pounds. It's a real screaming, line-ripping showdown that'll get your heart pumping faster than a motorboat at full throttle. But wait, there's more. For those feeling a bit more adventurous, there's another option on the table. Picture this: backing straight past your spread, allowing the baits to clear the stern as they swim in front of the boat. It's a bold move, to be sure, and one that might leave your crew scratching their heads if they've never seen it before. But trust me, folks, sometimes you gotta think outside the tackle box to reel in the big ones. Now, here's the kicker: always clear the fish side first. That way, we can spin the boat around to chase the beast with the pointy end, which is not only safer but also more productive. After all, when you're going head-to-head with a creature of the deep, you want every advantage you can get. Of course, when it comes to choosing the right tactic, Mother Nature has a say in the matter too. Sea conditions and trolling direction relative to the wave direction will often dictate our strategy, ensuring we're always one step ahead of the game. Picture this: you're out on the open water, armed with nothing but your trusty light tackle setup. Suddenly, the left long gets hit by a blue marlin, and before you know it, your line is flying off the reel faster than a bolt of lightning. It's a heart-pounding moment that requires quick thinking and lightning-fast reflexes. And here's an interesting tidbit for you. Ever wonder why the 2-pound line class blue marlin world record remains vacant in both the Atlantic and Pacific for both men and women? It's not because blue marlin are pushovers, far from it. It might just be because their speed is in a league of its own, making them a formidable opponent even for the most seasoned anglers. But let's not forget about the black marlin, folks. While blue marlin may have the edge in speed, black marlin are no slouches when it comes to putting up a fight. Their sheer strength and tenacity make them a force to be reckoned with, and their ability to withstand the pressure of lighter tackle is a testament to their resilience. So what does all this mean for us, fellow anglers? It means that when you're out on the open sea, every decision counts. Whether you're turning and chasing or bracing for the fight of your life, one thing's for sure: the thrill of the chase is what keeps you coming back for more. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's hear from a true legend in the fishing world, Captain Trevor Cockle, a record-setting fisherman with over 17 years of experience running the Madam and the Hooker mothership operation. Cockle's been there, done that, and caught the record-breaking fish to prove it. According to him, when it comes to blue marlin, patience is key. These magnificent creatures are known for their long initial runs, often followed by a series of gravity-defying jumps that'll leave you breathless. But if you miss your chance to hook them during that window of opportunity, they'll make a beeline for the depths below. That's when you need to dig deep, stay patient, and let the fish tire itself out before making your move. After all, nobody wants to end up in a straight up and down pulling contest with a tired out marlin. It's all about technique, timing, and a whole lot of patience, folks. Now let's talk water temperature, shall we? Blue marlin tend to hang out in waters ranging from 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, with the larger specimens able to tolerate cooler temperatures for longer periods. But it's not just about the temperature, it's about the bait, the currents, and the bottom structure too. Now when it comes to sheer muscle power, black marlin are the undisputed champions of the deep. With fixed pectoral fins and shorter, thicker bills, these behemoths are built like tanks, ready to take on anything that crosses their path. Just take a look at the dorsal fin, less than half the size of the fish's total body height compared to the blue marlin's dorsal, which is approximately 2/3 the height of its body. Talk about a heavyweight contender. Black marlin may not be the speed demons that blues are, they more than make up for it in pure strength. Once they dig in and get their heads down, it's like trying to move a mountain. Anglers have tried everything. Changing angles, varying the reel drag, even pulling the leader across the fish's back. But when a big black marlin decides to hunker down and stay calm, it's enough to make even the most seasoned angler second-guess their sanity. Now, don't get me wrong, folks, blue marlin are no slouches when it comes to strength either. With their sleek bodies and lightning-fast speed, they're a force to be reckoned with in their own right. But there's just something about the sheer brute force of a black marlin that sets it apart from the rest. But enough about the thrill of the fight, let's talk tactics. When you're battling a big black marlin on heavy tackle, it's all about angles and pressure, according to Captain Tim Dean of the 47-foot O'Brien Calypso. With decades of experience under his belt, Dean knows a thing or two about fighting fish of all sizes on all kinds of tackle. He emphasizes the importance of using drag and patience when dealing with these ocean behemoths. Sitting on top of the fish with the boat, that's a recipe for disaster, folks. Instead, Dean suggests sitting back a bit, creating angles, and using heavy drag to agitate the fish to the surface. It's all about getting that crucial jump set that you need to seal the deal. Let's kick things off with a closer look at the contenders. First up, we've got the majestic black marlin. With their fixed pectoral fins and structured movements, these ocean giants are like the heavyweight champions of the deep. They pull hard on the leader and jump when they're feeling feisty, making them a force to be reckoned with on the water. According to Captain Tim Dean, wrangling a black marlin on the Great Barrier Reef is no easy feat. It's a two-man job that requires careful coordination and communication to ensure everyone stays safe and the fish stays on the line. And when it comes to a tug of war, well, let's just say the black marlin takes the prize for sheer strength. But don't count out the blue marlin just yet, folks. With their wild and unpredictable nature, blues bring a whole new level of excitement to the table. These ocean speedsters are known for their crazy antics. From soaring through the air like acrobats to tearing up the water with their lightning-fast runs. They may not have the stability of blacks, but they more than make up for it with their wild and untamed spirit. Now, let's talk strategy. One key difference between these two magnificent creatures is the depth of water in which they're typically found. Blues prefer the deeper waters, usually around 100 fathoms or more, while blacks tend to hang out in shallower waters around 50 fathoms or less. This difference in water depth can play a crucial role in how we fight the fish.